Hello and welcome. Welcome back. This is the midweek mindfulness break for the last week of February 2025. And today the moon is in Aquarius, and on Thursday we have a new moon in Pisces. So we're at the very end of this current lunar cycle. When the moon is in Aquarius, it's a intellectual sign. It's a sign of ideas. It's a sign of group work and community thinking. But it's also a great time to kind of go dark, turn off your phone, to rest, to be still. And that's where a lot of ideas are incubated. But anyway, so consider that energy for today as the moon is in Aquarius if you're practicing indeed on Wednesday. Otherwise, disregard. So today we're going to do a very traditional, all-encompassing mindfulness practice. And so I will invite you to find your meditation posture and we'll begin. As always, find yourself in the most comfortable posture. Feel free to lie down if that's more appropriate for you today. As long as you can stay awake, that's helpful in the practice. Whatever posture you find, try to maintain a tall spine while maintaining a sense of ease. And if at any moment during the practice you feel discomfort and you need to adjust, just take notice of the discomfort, notice it with compassion, and adjust mindfully. As always, give your body whatever it needs today, most important. And then as you begin to settle, you can become still wherever you are and begin to bring your awareness to whatever's going on for you right now as you come into your practice. So you might notice any energy from earlier in the day based on anything you've experienced today. Maybe something stands out. We don't just come into our practice with a blank slate. We come into our practice as a human being having human experiences. So just note what that is for you today in this moment. And then notice the weight and shape of your body and allow the weight and shape of your body to sink into the support that's holding you here. If you haven't done so already, you can close your eyes or just simply gaze softly toward the space in front of you. Allow the belly to be soft, the breath natural. Allow the heart to be soft and ready to embrace whatever arises with kindness and compassion. And just begin to sense the overall energy of the space that's supporting you. Noticing your body in contact with this support beneath you. Noticing the energy of the surface that's holding you. The energy of the space that you're practicing in. And then notice the space immediately surrounding your physical body. You might notice where the boundary of your physical body meets that space around you. And you might also notice your energy body, how it expands beyond the physical body and into the space around you. You might notice the temperature of the air and where it meets the surface of your skin. And then drawing awareness to the internal space of your physical body. And check in and notice any obvious tension that you're holding onto in this moment. I always like to start with the usual spaces of my body, the expression on your face, the neck and shoulders, the heart space, the belly. And if it feels appropriate, you can invite in a little softening to those spaces if needed. Otherwise, just notice and accept everything exactly how it is in this moment. And just feel yourself establishing a mindful presence in this moment, allowing yourself to accept whatever is there. Just noticing yourself seated in the here and now, resting halfway between the earth and the sky with embodied presence. And let's begin our breath awareness practice as part of our mindfulness practice today. It may help you to take a couple of cleansing breaths just to help you become a little more present. And that's a nice long, slow, deep inhale through the nose and a nice long sigh out of the mouth. You can do that a couple times, and then once you're finished, allow the breath to soften into its natural rhythm and pace. Softening into your natural breath. And just know that the autonomic nervous system of your body just breathes you all the time, 24/7. So just allow that to happen as you move into your practice here. And begin to settle your full awareness on your breath. Sense the breath in the nose as you notice the air moving in and out. You might notice the temperature of the air as it moves in and out of your nose. Generally, a little cooler as you inhale, and then the exhale is warm and moist from the body's own humidity. You might feel the air move into the nose, down the throat, and into the lungs. You might follow the air on its journey through the full cycle of your breath. In through the nose, down the throat, into the lungs, and then following it backwards back out of the body for a full round of breathing. You might notice how the body moves with each breath. Gentle rise and fall of the chest and the belly, expanding and contracting of the rib cage, the pelvis. Or you might notice the breath moving somewhere else in your body. Continue to notice the natural flow of your breath for a moment of silence. Allow the breath to have its own depth and pace. Let the breath have its own rhythms. And tuning into your own breath to where it's most predominant in your own body. This breath, this moment. And you may have noticed that in silence, while watching the breath, various things will come into your awareness. Waves of sounds, thoughts, sensations, perhaps emotions. And just continue to notice those experiences, let them go, and come right back to the breath. As you feel each breath, let all those other experiences rise and fall like the waves of the ocean around your breathing. Stay aware of the breath, returning to it gently each time your attention wanders. We'll be here with the breath for another moment or two in silence. This breath, returning to it gently, even if it's 100 times. The act of coming back just helps you train your mind, your body, your heart to be fully present in the here and now. Let's now begin to embrace all the waves of experiences as they arise in your practice. As you remain mindful of your breathing as the root and focus of your practice today, as a new background wave of experience becomes stronger and pulls your attention away from the breath, allow yourself to release your focus on the breath and kindly acknowledge and embrace this new experience. It might help to acknowledge each experience by naming it. So if you're noticing a sensation in the body, then you can call it that or name it exactly: tingling, itching, tightness, tension, or pain. If it's a sound, you can simply name it "I'm hearing" or identify the sound precisely. If the experience is a feeling or emotion, you can name that specific experience as well, such as calmness, sadness, or joy, or excitement. And if your attention is pulled into your thoughts, you can name those as well: planning or imagining, remembering or judging. As you acknowledge any of these experiences, you might notice how it feels in your body and your mind. And as you acknowledge these experiences, you might notice how they each dissolve like fog or clouds when you become aware that you're having the new experience. So just let yourself experience each strong wave and then let it naturally subside and find peace with it. And then take a moment to notice the stillness after the thought, after the feeling, after the sound, this vastness of stillness and silence. And then gently return to the stillness of your breath, returning to focus on several more breaths in the center of all of these experiences. Continue to witness whatever is there while I mind the time for you. This breath, this moment's experience. Stay here in the present moment, fully grounded in whatever is there for you at this moment. Embrace each breath with gracious and kind attention as it arises. This breath or this experience, alternating awareness of the breath, the space of stillness, and the acknowledgement of any arising waves of experiences, all met with kind attention. As my teacher always says, keep it simple. Just stay in the here and the now. This breath, this moment, if it feels appropriate for these last moment or two of the practice, you can invite the sense of presence to deepen. Feeling this sense of presence wash over your whole body, mind, and spirit, calm and steady. Each experience met with loving awareness. We're establishing and trusting the sense of presence and kind attention within the practice. Drop in a little deeper for these last 5 to 10 rounds of breathing. Take a moment to offer your whole self some loving kindness. Bring your awareness to the center of your chest, your heart center. Notice if you're holding any tension in that area. And if so, you can invite in this sense of softening and opening. And within that space, invite in a felt sense of loving kindness. And if it's appropriate, you can allow that felt sense of loving kindness to expand into your whole body, your whole being. Feel yourself held with love. And then coming back into your heart center. Now inviting in the felt sense of gratitude. gratitude for this moment, this practice, and anything else that you're grateful for today. And as you feel ready, you can begin taking a few deeper breaths. Feel your body, feel the room that you're in, noticing where you are. And then when you feel ready, you can gently, slowly open your eyes. Place a hand on your heart. Gently bow your head down to your heart, honoring yourself and your practice today. Thank you so much for being here. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. See you next time. Take care.